guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Asa's Pixel Studio. I apologize for the long break I took, and that's because I'm cooking up something new for you all. And also I hope my absence or my break didn't actually stop everyone from improving, and please forgive me for my absence. And I promise you what I learned during the course of the break, I'm gonna share it with you guys. So let's get started. On this one, I just want to quickly share something, just what we all know before, but deeply explain the tools and why we should use those tools when doing this retouch and making your retouch look good. So this video will focus on working on the background. Whenever you have the studio light, and also having the background not covering everywhere, and what are the tools to use to get everything out of the way and make the picture look even. So I'm going to explain the tools one after the other. Now before we start, let's create a new layer, and we're going to name this one Fix, F-I-X, and grab the brush to this. You can choose any color. Let's take a bright color, yellow. It's okay, and make the brush bigger a little bit. So now I'm going to highlight what I need to remove. This one, I want to remove this, I want to remove this, and this one. And if we zoom in, you can see some dirt on the floor, which we need to fix this. Okay, and now after that, not just removing the background and making, I want to duplicate the layer so that it as if she threw the paper, or that she flinged the paper away and all the papers are scattered in the air. So that would be good if we know how to do that in a very easy way. So now we know the fix, and now we know where the aim, or where we're going, the goal. So what we need to do is to know the process the right process to take. Okay, so let's turn off the fix. Anytime we need it, we're going to bring it back. So the first thing we're going to fix is this one, which is this. So now there are tools you need to do. Just Ctrl J to duplicate the layer so that we can actually turn off and on and check back on our progress. So selecting this one, I'm going to check the first tool. Now we have very important tool, the marker tool. I usually use that. The lasso tool, I usually use that. The patch tool, I usually use this. Now this tutorial is, I'm not going to focus on the skin or the lady's body. I'm actually focusing on the background and the light, and also manipulating the papers. So that's the goal. Now I want to remove this one. If you want to remove something very small like this, the patch tool sometimes is the best to use. Just circle and move it to a new place, and then it's gone. Circle, remove. So that one is okay. Even the dirt on the floor you can use. Let's hold down space and drag up. We can use this to remove all of this dirt. Okay, so I'm going to use that one to quickly do it. Alright, so you can take your time and remove a lot, but I just finish taking out some things I don't like. So now you can see the textures of the floor, and if you need it, you can leave it. If you want to remove it and make it smooth, we're going to do that later on. So now let's focus on this side. So I'm just going to grab this one, the marker tool, which I said is the second tool, and I'm just going to drag to the end like this, and then hold Ctrl T to bring the transform. Some people use content aware method, and you can actually use content aware method because the lady is not actually in the middle. You can actually select this and select all of that, but no, the content aware is going to be affected by the color of this softbox, and meanwhile we need the papers. So using the content aware method by using this lasso tool is actually going to make things not look good. So that's why I'm using this method anyway. So you might have come across the content aware method. So after you do this, holding Ctrl T, remember, use the marker to hold Ctrl T and hold down Shift, drag the hand and drag it up. You see what I'm doing? Drag it up to this side. If you check, you're going to see some stretchy. You can fix that later on. So it's okay. You can even grab this one, which is the mixer tool brush, and quickly adjust that by just, dragging like this. And it's going to smoothen it up. Let's zoom in. You can see. Alright, so Ctrl D to deselect. Now you can see that we have different color. At least this is dark. Let me show you what I mean. So look at this 935E6E. Look at this one 93546. So it's actually a deeper color than this one. So we can adjust that, but let's just blend it a little bit so it won't be so visible. Now it's time to remove the softbox. We can still do that. Come down, hold down Ctrl T. Let's drag it down a little. Ctrl T, drag it out to this side, holding down Shift, don't forget, and Ctrl D to deselect. Just hit OK. Let's go back. Now this time I'm going to use the patch tool, which is this one. Why? Because if I use the rectangular marker tool and I drag down like this, it will actually fix it. But let's just keep using it then. Ctrl T and drag out, and there we go. So what about the line? Well, it's very easy. Now that brings us to the patch tool. We can just circle it out and drag it out. Let's select the layer, drag it out like this. You can even select a lot and drag it out to keep blending. Don't worry about the way it looks. We can fix it later on. So let's remove everything. Now this one is very important. I'm going to use the marker tool and just like this. And now I'm going to use the patch tool to drag it, because the patch tool function with selection. So it replaces the selected area. I'm going to drag and make it even to the middle, and then I release and it's gone. So we have a clear background. We can take the mixer tool brush, make it bigger, and now we do like this and blend and blend together, which is very important for us to do. So we need to blend, and then we can blend it down part as well. That if you don't want the texture, I'm going to make it smaller so I can blend this. So please mind the shadows and all you see right there. Alright, so now we're good. Now, but I want to brighten up the image before I start copying. So let's grab our curve and let's look at the curve. So bringing this back, we brighten it up and just brighten up the image a little bit like this. So I still want to brighten some parts, so I'm going to grab the curve tool again. Now you can check, if you check the lightness is not even, I would have corrected this in Capture One anyway. So for us to do that, I'm going to close the curve and go to select color range. I'm going to select that little dark color range and bring the fuzziness backward a bit. So I believe this side as well too. So let's hit OK. And now it's going to make a selection on the curve automatically. Now you can adjust, bringing it up. So sometimes you can just take this one up, but that's too bright. So just somewhere around there. Let's take this one back. I want to maintain. Yep, so this one should be good. So let's see before, too dark, and now after. And one good thing is you can merge it. So let's merge and then draw with a mixer tool brush to blend it again, and like that. So quickly we want to fix the paper now, which we want to copy the paper settings. So now what we need to do is just to grab this one and grab a new layer. So let's make the edge soft, and now hold and hot, copy, and we're going to paste. Let's paste. Let's grab another new layer and let's paste one right here. Let's grab another new layer and paste one like right here. So now we're going to adjust the size. make this one big like that, drag it below, something like that. And now I'm going to select this one and I'm going to arrange the paper, make some bigger and place it closer to each other. So that's the way it's just been done. Just make it closer. Okay, so like this. All right, so I just place it like this. Sometimes you need to just rotate to make it look different. Okay, select this one, rotate like that, and it's gonna look real. So something like this. I'm gonna rotate this little one clockwise, and boom, so there we go. All right, so this is just what we need to do, and now I'm going to create a stem visible layer on the shift and the E too. Now if we want to correct this black or any other thing, that should be another tutorial, but for this one it's okay. So you can actually go back again, and because she's putting on a brown color and I want the background to be brown as well, I'm just going to click here in saturation, pick a particular color. It's going to give me the range, and you can see that whenever I make, but I don't want it affecting the lady. Okay, so that brings us that this method aren't going to work except we use the color range method. Select, hold down shift, keep on selecting till I select that color range. Okay, so let's do undo. Yep, it's okay. And now we have that selection, and now we can change. You can move something like this, you see. So move, and we can even change it to the color we want. So I like this color, and I'm just gonna grab this one, the normal brush, and then paint over. Select the mask, let's paint over. Make sure the foreground color is white, and like that, and like that. There we go. So this is before and this is after. So if you want to change, it's fine. If you want to keep on, depends on the color. I guess this one looks good and looks better. So before and after, both looks good. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.